Back here at the Republican National Convention in Milwaukee, we're joined by Vin Kruttiventi, who's running for Congress in the East Bay in Northern California. Vin, good to see you here tonight. Give me your perspective of being here at the RNC in the wake of all the events over the last few days and just in the fact that you have a contentious battle yourself running for Congress.
Yeah, thank you, Ravi. Thank you for the time. It's an electrifying experience here, and it's excited the base a lot. What happened on Saturday was really tragic, unfortunate, but I truly believe this has woken up a lot of people, and we are going to see a lot of turnout, consolidation in favor of Trump. People are fed up of extreme left policies. People want to just wake up with a smile on their face, not be worried about their future, not be worried about how to put food on the table. So we've heard the messaging here. We need to make America wealthy again. We need to make housing affordable again. We need to make homelessness go away again. We need to make our borders safe again. We need to make a world peaceful again. These are the things that everyone cares for. These aren't like Republican talking points. These are something that like people passionately care about. This will better the society. And I truly believe we're there right at the cusp of making this happen again.
So, you and I have spoken before, and California has gone through quite a process in terms of Indian Americans. Obviously, the area that you live in and you are aspiring to be in Congress from has had an influx of Indian Americans in recent years. And we just got some data from AAPI data saying almost 20% of Indian Americans have disassociated themselves with the Biden camp. They're going independent. They haven't necessarily ascribed themselves to President Trump yet, but it means almost 20% of Indian Americans are, beyond that actually, are up for grabs in this election. How much of this has to do with some of the policies we saw in California put forth by the legislature there? And for those folks who are unaware, maybe you can inform folks and give me your sense of where this is coming from, because just a few years ago, 2016, almost 80% of Indian Americans were voting for the Democratic Party, and that does not look like it'll be the case this cycle.
Yeah, you're correct. It will not be the case this cycle. And our numbers, internal numbers, show that we will get at least 70% of the Indian vote in the Bay Area. And this is a drastic change from a historical perspective, where about 85 to 95% voted for Democrats. Prop 47 has gutted Bay Area. Crime is rampant. People are worried to go out to the mall. And these retail crime, these bipping of the cars, all of that is just unbearable. And people have begun to realize that in the name of, there are multiple laws passed with dubious language where it says one thing on the ballot itself, the ballot language, but it does quite the opposite, right? So we got to really watch out for any of these bills that might be sneaked in, and make sure that we all go out and vote. It's our responsibility, whether we agree, whether we do not agree. But casting a vote, casting a ballot is really, really important to make your voice heard, and then make sure that you make an informed decision.
And of course, you have a very tough race against sitting incumbent Congressman Eric Swalwell. How do you get over the hump here? Obviously, it's been a blue district for some time now.
It is. But if you look at recent polling numbers, it's changing across a lot of deep blue districts. It started from down south, and some of the districts have been minus 12 or D12. In favor of Democrats. One district is a D26, where Biden is leading by a point, right? Trump is leading by a point. So that's the kind of drastic change. So we think this is going to be a very competitive race, and we are going all out to win it.
And if the ticket changes on the Democratic side, obviously there's all kinds of rumors. We're going to wait until there's a final decision made really at the DNC. But if the ticket changes, let's say Kamala Harris takes ascends to the top of the ticket. Will that change the math here? I mean, President Trump has definitely made inroads specifically himself to target the community, but obviously Kamala Harris is Indian American, and do you think that would change the trajectory of things?
Kamala Harris was the border czar. And any Indian you talk to, majority of the Indians in our district or my district, CD14, are first generation immigrants. They all came there legally, like me. And it's wrong to just open the border and then not take care of your own people first. So I think it's going to be even worse with Kamala Harris on the ticket.
Vin Kruttiventi, we're going to look forward to seeing your campaign and, of course, the overall election here in November. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you, Ravi. Really appreciate it. Thank you, Jay.